Good afternoon, parents and students. This is Mr. Pruitt from Jones Middle School with some updates about Jones. Uh, Very important here, but before I get started, I'm going to say thank you to a group of people, and that's my parents. You guys have called and let us know uh, about situations dealing with COVID within your home, and I greatly appreciate it because it helps our entire school. So, this past week, you guys received a few uh, positive confirmations of COVID within our campus. Uh, and that only happened because the parents notified us. Without those notifications, we wouldn't know. So that's why it's very important that we keep that constant contact about this situation. But as you see, the first bullet says parent notifies the school of a positive confirmation. And one thing we do stress is the confidentiality. Very important on both ends. Uh, as you see the letters that you receive, it either says students or a staff member. We do not divulge names of anyone, uh, but our job is to notify our school community. Uh, Once we get the notification, the student or staff members to remain at home and quarantine for at least 10 days since the symptoms first appeared. That is very important. Uh, and at least 24 hours with no fever, without fever reducing medication, and the symptoms have improved. I'm gonna go back again though. If we never hear from a parent, we wouldn't know if we had a positive case. And once a kid comes back, or a kid could be in school and be positive, the parent knows it, but never notifies the school. So for my parents who are doing it, thank you because you are helping out more than just your child. You're helping out our entire campus. Now, one thing that is very important is the contact tracing piece. Because once we do have a positive case, we have to go through and have a conversation with the student and the parent about who was the student around? Were you around the people without a mask on? Was someone coughing? Was they spitting on each other? Things of that nature. Because if that's the case, we have to make sure we notify that student and their parents. Also, were you around this person a long time without a mask on, 15 minutes or more? How close were you to the students? We have to ask those type of questions. And I'm gonna say this one more time. And even in asking those questions, you guys have been so receptive and say, come on, speak up. Who are you around? Because we don't want this going throughout the building. So thank you, parents, again. Now, a lot of times you guys or the students are coming back and say, Mom, somebody had COVID in our classroom. And that's not true. Uh, if a student is showing symptoms, that's what it is, just symptoms. Just because you have symptoms does not mean it's COVID. But we have to be on the safe side at the same time. So parents, we need you to do us a favor and check your child before they leave for school. Very important that they get checked. And if you're at work, please remind your child. Make sure if you don't feel well, call you and you call us. Please notify the school and the nurse immediately because your child can always work remotely from home. We don't have a problem with that, but we need to know before the child gets here. Uh, so say we have a child that comes to school and they're fine when they come to school, but then they begin showing symptoms while they're at school. Uh, that child will be removed from the classroom, and the parent or someone on the contact list will be asked to come pick up the student. Uh, Once that happens, at least 10 days, the students will miss at least 10 days of school. They have to be out and at least 24 hours with no fever or fever reducing medication, and the symptoms have improved. Or go have a test done. The test comes back negative, you come right on back to school. Or you go to the doctor and the doctor say, hey, it's not COVID, but it's this right here. Come on back to school. But those things have to happen before this child is admitted back to school. Exposure, this is huge, especially with the holiday seasons coming up. Uh, if someone in the home has tested positive, then that student has been exposed. And that student will need to stay home in quarantine for at least 14 days. Parents may want to get the students tested, but they still have to quarantine 14 days. I'm going to say this part also. Parents, please contact the school and inform the nurse. The student can continue to work remotely from home, but that contact piece has to happen. And once we hear it, Of course, we have to contact trace. Who are you around? Were you around someone without a mask on? And so we ask those questions because once again, if that's the case, we have to notify that parent, that kid and that parent, hey, you have been exposed. Now, do we say who you've been exposed to or who exposed you? No, we don't do that. But you have been around someone who was exposed, which has exposed you. And you have to quarantine for at least 14 days. And this is why the notification to the school is important, because this could easily be like a domino effect and keep going. But once someone opens their mouth and say, hey, this is what's happening and this is who we're around, we can stop it right there. You may still want to get your child tested, but you still have to quarantine 14 days. The student can still work remotely from home. It is the utmost important that we as a community continue to stress the importance of wearing the mask correctly while in school. And when we say correctly, that's mouth and nose, mouth and nose. While they're in the classroom, mouth and nose. And our teachers and students are doing an excellent job right now, but I want us to continue to do it. Now let's talk about completing the second 9 weeks, which you guys said, if you didn't know, at the end of the second 9 weeks, that's the whole first semester gone. So on December the 7th, the students will begin taking their semester exams. The students will take one exam a day. Listen to me, one exam a day. On December the 7th, you'll take ELA. December the 8th, you'll take science. December the 9th, history. December the 14th, math. Now, the great thing about this schedule, on December the 7th, once you finish your ELA exam, your job then is to go to each one of your classes and complete any makeup work. Your job then is to go to every last one of your classes and complete makeup work. There shouldn't be anybody with any blanks in the grade book. So from December the 7th through December the 17th, that's all we're going to do. You're going to take those exams right there, but you're going to make up assignments as you go. So when grades go in, all your grades are there. So parents, all the student has to do is once they log into Schoology, hit grades, and they can see what they're missing. If they're missing, go into Schoology and complete it. You shouldn't have a blank spot in that grade book. And parents, do me a favor. At the end of the day, you get off, and I know you're tired. Just make just one more thing for me. Hey, hit grades. Let me see what it looks like. Let me see if you're missing anything. That's it. And if they're missing it, hey, you need to take care of that tomorrow. That's it. Because on December the 17th, whatever's in there, that's what we're grading. That's what's going to be averaged. So let's make sure we're taking care of that piece. So remember, it's only one test a day. On the 7th, you have ELA, the 8th science, the 9th history, the 14th math. Third 9 weeks update. And that's when we come back in January. Currently, the link for students to return to on-campus learning is on the district website and the Jones Middle School website. Parents, if you want your child to come back to campus, please go to the website, either one, click on the link and fill out the form. The link will be housed there until December the 4th. That means it's going to be open until December 4th. Do I want you filling it? Do I want you to wait until December 4th? No, not at all. The sooner the better. And I say the sooner the better because we need to see what our numbers are going to look like. Because the more students return, that means we have to start changing our schedule again. Yes, for my virtual kids, that means your schedule may change again. But it's because we're having more kids come on campus. And the more kids come on campus, we have to have a place for them. We also have to have a teacher for them. So make sure parents don't wait until December the 4th. Get it done as soon as possible. Remember, it's on the district website and Jones Middle School's website. Click it, fill it out, get it done before the 4th. I'm gonna make this one quick. With the numbers still going up, parents and students, we're still not accepting visitors. No deliveries. Parents, stay in your car if you can, unless it's essential for its registration. Your child is sick, withdrawing, things of that nature. Stay in your car. Call us. We'll come out. Right now, safety is paramount. It really is. And just like you're nervous, we're nervous also. But guess what? We know we have a job to do. And our job is paramount, just like the safety is. We want our kids to be successful, period. This Thursday, tomorrow, November the 19th, from 6 to 7:15 p.m., we're having our virtual family math night. We've been trying to pump it up, sending out messages to you guys, and that's why I'm sending this out also. I want you guys to understand that it's important that we get engaged with the school also. Not just our kids, but as parents, we have to do it also. The more time we show interest in school, the more interested our kids are in school. So let's do that. On November the 19th, let's make sure we're lined up. I can't say lined up because we won't be out there, but that we're in the virtual family math night. Right now, we have 200 packets ready and available for you to pick up. Really, they made 200 packets for you guys, and they're ready for you to pick up right now. So tomorrow, Thursday morning, Thursday before 6 o'clock, come pick up those 200 packets and join us for the fun. It's going to be fun with games, prizes, things of that nature. But our teachers, they're doing it. And I'm so proud of our math teachers. Great job, math teachers. But I also want our parents there. I want you to enjoy the night with your kids. My virtual kids, I need to see you. I need to see you there also. It's going to be virtual, but we should be able to see everybody. So I want everybody, parents, if you can, please come pick up your package tomorrow before 6 o'clock. Because 6 o'clock, we're starting this party. We're starting this party, and I want you and your kid to be part of it. Finally, parents, just know the procedures we have in place to help make our school as safe as possible for your child. And I know I'm reading it, but I'm really saying this from my heart. We're still modeling procedures as we journey through these ever-changing times, and you see they're changing. We plateaued one second, and then next thing you know, we're spiking again. And we understand it hasn't been easy, especially when you see these letters coming out. There's a positive case of Jones. But we also know we're doing everything we possibly can do to make it safe. And that's why we're constantly keeping you notified when things are happening. So please, please, please understand that we're doing this for everyone. We're teaching, and we're trying at the same time, we're trying to make it as safe as possible. But we can't do it without you. So if you see something, if you see your child is not feeling well, please notify the school. It's important, because not only you're helping your child, you're helping the whole school community. So once again, thank you guys. I greatly appreciate it. Have a great Thanksgiving, and be prepared to come back and work. Have a good night.